Guys, remember we had promised to bring you the next episode where we were talking about relationship matters. That's love capsule part 5, and this time we're going to love capsule part 6, whereby I will be talking that we talked about what's your biggest fear in a relationship or in marriage. Now today I want to look at when we're talking about the biggest fear. We have what we call the unknown fear, and we have, sometimes people do fear for what they don't know what's going to happen. When you try to fear, like, if I get to this relationship and it doesn't work, what about if you think about if you get to this relationship and it works? So in our love capsule part 6, I'm talking about just venture. What you need to do is to outdate or to overcome those unknown fears that you are thinking about, like, if I get to this thing, maybe it might not work. If I do this, maybe this will happen. Because let me tell you one thing, the fear that you had from the previous, it does not mean that what happens in your previous relationship, what happens in your previous marriage, that it will happen again. Today, this morning, I was in a cyber and was doing some work there. Then all of a sudden, one of the ladies had spoke about, like, when we were talking about that, how can you check if someone was married and you want to know if this person did the wedding, but that doesn't want to tell you. And then I said, in a very just a simple say, like, these people nowadays, somebody can be married and tell you he's not married, you get yourself in a trouble. Then that lady said, like, me, I don't want to get married. And I said, why are you saying this? And then I was trying to show them one of the topic that I preached, unfailing the mystery of marriage. And I was like, do you know what you speak from your mouth? It actually, those are the patterns, those are the marriage patterns, the family patterns, the generational patterns. As you speak, even the angels carry on to God that hear what your son or your daughter is saying about. What I'm trying to bring on board is that people have what you call the unfinished businesses. People have unsolved issues in their past relationship, in their past marriage, in their past, name it. And this is what we need to move out of it, because what happens to you before, it is not exactly what will happen you to the next marriage. And then what you call the comparison, what I will be talking about our next part. People do comparison. Somebody is comparing you with his ex or her ex. Somebody is comparing you with their parents-in-law. This won't happen. And in this capsule, All Love Capsule 6, I want to let you understand that don't fear or don't have the unknown fears. Just move on. Do what makes you happy. What people talk, it doesn't matter to you. It matters really, so long as they don't put food on your table, they don't do anything to you. Just forget about it. Keep moving and try to do the best. Don't go to revenge. Of course, I will be talking more on the revenge, on the comparison. But for now, just know that you can do it and you can overcome and you can become the best and you can find the best than the one that you thought maybe was the best. See, remember this Dr. Robert Osoro PhD, PhD at Romy TV Africa. See you at the top of the hour in our next episode.